What is going on, everybody? So we just did our top 10 most overrated players from the release of the Madden 20 ratings, and now we are going to do the 10 most underrated. We are going in no particular order here. We're going to start with Jimmy Garoppolo, quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. I get it. Limited sample size, all that. Well, hell, you just gave Patrick Mahomes the #1 quarterback rating in the NFL, and he has started just 19 games in his career. So don't give me this limited sample size garbage. Jimmy Garoppolo has proved in the time that he's played that he is a very good quarterback. You don't have to rank him in the top 10, but to put him below guys like Marcus Mariota, Andy Dalton, Derek Carr, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, who have never looked as good as Jimmy Garoppolo, I am not going to agree with that. Jimmy Garoppolo to me belongs at worst in the top 15, and I think he is going to be out to prove a lot of people wrong this year. Next, we are going to have a bit of a trend here, and I have some very heavy criticism for the way that they did the rookie ratings this year, because I was all for the ratings spread. In fact, I've been doing it in my custom roster for almost 3 years. But for them to just nerf the absolute hell out of the rookie ratings, but then really not do a whole lot for the veterans, I have some pretty heavy criticism. Honestly, looking through the veteran rankings, it doesn't feel like they did a whole lot in terms of spreading these ratings out. So what we're getting at here is Josh Jacobs. They have 62 running backs ranked ahead of this future star rookie running back. They did the same thing last year with Saquon Barkley. I think they had Theo Riddick ranked ahead of Saquon Barkley last year. The fact of the matter is, year after year, the top rookie running backs enter the league as stars and do not deal with a adjustment period. So while this applies to every position, I feel the rookies are disproportionate to the rest of the veterans for the roster as a whole, and is a huge reason I'm going to have to continue doing my custom roster, because these guys just aren't going to make an impact in franchise mode with the way these ratings are done. They're just not going to play. Like when you have a guy like Jalen Richard rated above Josh Jacobs. And hell, I criticized the Raiders for taking Josh Jacobs in the first round, but I still think he's going to be an absolute star. He belongs at worst in the top 30 running back rankings. He's nearly double lower than that. And you can really say this about most of the rookie running backs. I think they are all pretty underrated, but I think Josh Jacobs got it worst. Then we're going to stick with the rookie conversation here. Devin White and Devin Bush, a couple of rookie inside linebackers drafted in the top 10 of the most recent NFL draft. Now, you want to say they're not going to enter the league as superstars right away, that's fine. But these guys don't go that high at the linebacker position if they are the tied for 60th and tied for 69th best off-ball linebackers in the entire game. In fact, with the ratings done the way they are right now, Devin Bush won't even start for the Pittsburgh Steelers if it's a computer-controlled team in franchise mode. That is just wrong. So to me, it's not even necessarily the 74 and 72 overall. It's the fact that you're going to lower the rookie ratings, but really not do a whole lot to the veteran ratings and really throw this whole thing off. Next, we have TJ Hockenson, another rookie here. TJ Hockenson, one of the best rookie tight end prospects I have ever seen. He goes inside the top 10, and again, you don't have to call him a top 10 tight end right out the gate. You don't even have to like him as a prospect. But you would be insane to say that TJ Hockenson is not one of the 32 best tight ends right away in the NFL. And again, he is not going to start for the Lions because they have Jesse James at a 78 overall. So I think that's a terrible rating if you are going to have guys like Tyler Kroft, Josh Hill, Charles Clay, Ben Watson, even into the mid-80s, Kyle Rudolph and Austin Hooper rated above him. What is the point of doing a rating stretch? Man, let's talk about some non-rookies here, and how about some offensive linemen here? Making the list here, I've got Jake Matthews, left tackle of the Falcons. This guy has been a rock. He struggled a little bit his rookie year, but he stays healthy and has been pretty consistently one of the 10 best tackles in the NFL. For some reason, he is tied for 26th with some questionable guys like Marcus Gilbert and DeMar Dotson ranked ahead of him. To me, he should be in the conversation in the top 15 with guys like Ronnie Stanley. Certainly, I think should be above guys like Laramie Tunsil. Even Mike McGlinchey, who I really like, but is just coming off his rookie season. Even Orlando Brown of the Ravens is rated ahead of Jake Matthews. So I think Jake Matthews was done a disservice along with Taylor Lewan. To me, one of the 10 best tackles in the NFL. Can really say a lot of the same things about him as we said for Jake Matthews. Taylor Lewan coming in tied for 22nd. Number 7, I have Aaron Rodgers. And a lot of this just comes with the inconsistency in these ratings with, they don't really seem to know what to do with injured players. On one hand, you have Aaron Rodgers, who hasn't played a full game healthy since about week 4 of 2017. Yeah, you can knock him a little bit for that. But if you're going to also keep guys like Tyler Eifert, Greg Olsen, Ryan Shazier rated the way that they were originally, why would you not do the same for Aaron Rodgers just because he happens to be playing on the same injury that J.J. Watt had to miss the season for? You want to say he isn't the best quarterback in the NFL, that's fine. You want to put guys like Drew Brees, Tom Brady ahead of him because of track record, that's fine. But I can no way, in my right mind, even comprehend Russell Wilson, Andrew Luck, and Phillip Rivers ranked ahead of Aaron Rodgers, given his track record. I think Rodgers has earned the absolute utmost benefit of the doubt, especially when you look at the injury he played on last year and how big of a train wreck his season was last year. And it's not like he had a bad year either. So to just tank his ratings while staying up on other guys that have dealt with injuries, it just seems a little all over the place and seems a little bit more like a marketing ploy to buy into the slander attack coming off the Bleacher Report article. Number 8, I have Derwin James. This is, again, some pretty inconsistent stuff here. You're going to rank Patrick Mahomes as the best quarterback in the NFL, yet Derwin James is pretty much a consensus top 5 safety. I don't think anyone you ask is going to say anything else. He's played just as many NFL games as Patrick Mahomes, yet he is the 11th ranked safety and the 7th ranked strong safety with a rating of 86. That just does not add up to me. I think Derwin James is incredible as a player, certainly should be in the conversation as a top 5 safety in the NFL, if not top 3 or even the best safety in the NFL. Next, we have another second-year player, Quenton Nelson. Dude was an absolute beast for the Colts, really changed the tone of that entire offensive line, stayed healthy, and by the end of the year was one of the 2 or 3 or 4 best guards in the NFL. With a rating of 87, EA is putting him as the 9th best guard in the NFL, again, showing a little inconsistency with the whole sample size thing. Last, I'm going to end with one more rookie here because I really am pretty frustrated with how the rookie ratings were handled. I had a lot more faith in the rating spread here to actually spread out the veteran players, and it really did not do that. So we have Darnell Savage here, first round pick for the Green Bay Packers. They trade up to get him. He was the 16th player on my board. I was certainly high on him, but the guy is a total stud. He was a hot commodity in the draft for a reason. Madden has 67 safeties rated higher than Darnell Savage. How is this guy going to get on the field for a computer team in franchise mode? He is tied with Obi Melifonwu, a well-known bust. I just can't understand what the hell they were doing with these rookie ratings. None of it adds up. If you're going to say these guys need to come out and prove it, you at least need a system in place with your franchise mode that can compensate these and have a guy develop without playing or something like that, because right now these guys are just going to sit and rot on the bottom of these teams' depth charts because you didn't lower guys like Obi Melifonwu and Charles Clay and Josh Hill and Jalen Richard. But I really wanted to point out how underrated these rookies are in Madden 20. It doesn't make any sense to me. And when I first saw the rookie ratings, I actually had some hope that, okay, these veterans are going to be into the 60 overall range. But no, they have still at pretty much every position, everyone has like 3 or 4 guys that are in the mid-70s at every position. So still going to be doing my custom roster this year on Xbox only. I tried to do it on PlayStation last year, and it was just overload for me. So we're doing one console this year. Please do hit that like button, guys, if you enjoy the video. Excited to hear your comments. maybe throw a couple more veterans out there that might be underrated, that really stand out to you. Would love to engage with you guys. So cheers as always, and we'll see you for the next one. Peace.